Good afternoon. Sunday, May 5th, 122. I was derouted because Eisenhower's Dominican son is in Best Buy again, and he's getting shorter. Some days you see him taller, some days you see him shorter. You know when someone killed somebody, like they expand and they don't expand. All right. And Thomas Rivera, you saw him? He goes to Miami and Key West as well on weekends. Last time he went to Miami, was 2 July, not last July, the July before, July 7th to July 2017, right? A week or more. He was in Miami, where he stood at the Fontainebleau, no, at the Lowe's Regency, no, at the hotel, the Ritz Carlton, no, at the Holiday Inn, he stood. At room 307. I don't know who owns the Holiday Inn, but they can raise the rent for him. I don't know. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. Today's story about today's gold digger, senior San Diego man, is coming in a minute, you know. And this one starts. All right, this one, right? All right. At the really young age of 15, on December 7, 1975, just turning 15, he ran away on a Saturday night. He was happy and excited to leave, happy and excited to break the heart of his 17-year-old as mom, who almost died giving birth to him on November 27, 1959. After 7 hours and 27 minutes of labor and really bad asphyxiation, breaking his dad's heart, a postal worker who had to take absent leave for 7 months from a depression and a broken heart, and decided to have your brother next in 1977 and your sister in 1979 to start a family again. But it was never the same without the closure about your whereabouts. With $78.99 to your name, you left on just one Greyhound for Springfield, Illinois, departing at 7:12 p.m. for New York City. At $727, the charge for one-way ticket to New York City. You arrive with a white size small crew neck tee and a black size small black trousers and a size 7 white classic Reeboks. You didn't even reach your normal shoe size. You are now 10 and a half. And the only way you qualify to move out on your own is when you reach your normal shoe size. And you didn't reach your normal shoe size, which is 10 and a half, so you were 22 years old. You were not grown enough to move out on your own. That means you shortchanged your life. You arrive on December 9th, 8:20 a.m. in New York City. The little cub is ready for the big leads, waiting in the bleachers in New York Penn Station, sleeping for 7 nights in a chair, and eating once a day a baked chicken dinner in a food stand for 37 cents, and drink 3 cups of water a day. Well, you know the struggle. That's right. You don't share because you had to eat the meal they serve as a treat on Sundays in prisons all over our nation for 7 days. My mother's Julie Garden, and she's a hot mess. And serve a treat in the prison. My mom, and the biggest embarrassment in Hollywood. I didn't run away, but you ran away. I took the abuse, neglect, and not being accepted like a real man, not like a wussy and a skimmer like you, who ran away at 15. On your 8th day, a business owner with a company that supplies uniforms to city workers located on 213 East 87th Street in business for 57 years, a 61-year-old gay man named Harry Lehr, born in Belfast, Germany, spotted the Cub, the Chicago Cub. Spotted. Well, hold on. Spotted. Well, hold on. The catcher for the Chicago Cubs, the future potential catcher for the Chicago Cubs. You know, all these helped out of the gold diggers and then received that are receivers and that were pitchers, and the man were to pitch at least in the bottom of any inning, but you didn't want to catch for your sugar daddy. He was willing to pitch, you know. But you didn't have a jock cup. You had an ass or butt guard, or wore jock straps for everybody else who didn't give you nothing but a fortune cookie. But he gave you, and you never gave him anything in return. No questions asked. Unlike he can't approach you, no questions asked. Unlike you, who asks a million questions and disbelieves in everybody and don't believe in one response anybody tells you. Don't trust after the response, and as every single coward, when your tablet reading is approaching, you press the block button on everybody. Porfiando es la manía más fea de este mundo. Un porfión vive confinado a su propia celda. Someone who doubts and disbelieves is incarcerated into their own jail cell. It's the worst trait to have in the world, one that assures you solitary confinement for life. He took him to his Riverside apartment off 83rd Street and gave you everything you needed. Never worked, never cleaned, never studied, never cooked. Not one talent you had at all. Mr. Leah passed on August 7, 2012 at 9:17 p.m. in Bellevue Hospital of a pneumonia. He was 99 years old. No funeral service, but all 97 friends were alive. He left a Citibank account with a checking account of $97,313.12 and a savings account of $27.1 million. A Riverside unit worth $12.7 million. You moved out on September 7, 2013 to Gramercy Park, purchased a townhome on East 37th Street for $12.7 million. You're a big risk taker, big spender. $12.7 million. For less than $30 million in the bank. Smart man. Spent $775,235 to furnish it. You rented the Riverside unit for $1,200 a month, which retails for $10,500 a month to a 24-year-old gay man now from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. No college, no diploma, no college life, a long life Democrat like you, another crazy bitch like you. Mr. Leah was a friend of my grandfather, Richard M. Nixon, for 12 years. The last time they spoke was on April 7, 1974 for 2 hours and 27 minutes. This kid, David Rachel, August 7, 1997, who never paid rent since he moved into your unit since November 6, 2023 in Riverside, is a neighbor. This is a neighborhood. Riverside is a neighborhood of families, notable people, divorcees, and old-timers. Not him. He used to work until August 6, 2023 at a local homeware store on 83rd and 9th, making $774.32 a month. His parents pay his credit cards every month. Julie Garland, you send me to get food stamps, and government, a broke-ass loser instead of white loser Democrat like him. You don't send his little fairy white boy ass to the welfare office. Lifelong crazy Democrat and getting the red carpet treatment in Riverside, New York, and Manhattan, when they should be listening to their moms to go to government office and help them with welfare. Mijo, contando ahí te ayudan, mijo, con todo. Ellos te cuentan apartamento en dinero, pero tú no puedes trabajar. That kid from Springfield had no intention of working or paying. That time, who the Tinkerbells in New York City helped. They done with Peter Pan. Now they find Patrick's from SpongeBob SquarePants. Your younger brother, who is alive today. Your little bro was smart enough. He didn't run away. He graduated from NYU. He lived for 4 years with the same city you live. He could have stayed with you and your sugar daddy. Oh, your sugar daddy was dead already. He could have stayed with you. He's 47. He saved that tuition and the room and board. He's 41 today. Single. Resident of Greenwich, Connecticut, lives in his own 2-bedroom condo he paid with his own money. He worked for, unlike you, a user waiting for someone to croak. He's an engineer for a lighting company in New Haven, Connecticut, earning $275 a year. His name is David. Your little sister now. You have your own little princess, is single and 38 years old. She can't wait till you to come home, have lunch, happy hours and dinners in Manhattan, her favorite place in the whole wide world. She can always pick you up in 2023 BMW. Your little sisters with your mom and dad, 70 and 79, Ashley and Richard in Edison, New Jersey, on Inman Avenue. Your sister off Inman Avenue. Your sister she works in Ashley Furniture. Raquel works in the beautiful town of Linden at an office in Ashley Furniture. Your mom still works in Westfield as assistant manager at the Gap for 12 years as a pastime. And your dad still works as an assistant branch manager for 12 years at a bank in St. George's Avenue, the TD Bank next to King's Gardens apartment. And you should pack yourself with some luggage because they go on family vacation. They go to Iceland. They have your passport and everything. So they're going to take you out. You are Ralph Falcon.